Laura Kepler. Kepler. I don't know how she got a different name than me, but oh well, that's all right. I'm going to read from a book I wrote called Spiritual Gold.
Wow.
It's a gold color. That would be worth something. So, chapter 1. Gringo. Oye, Vaquero, move along, que pasa? I cannot help but hear his loud bellowing voice as he shouts out commands. His badge reads, Sargente Jorge Gonzalez. Having attended the rank of sergeant, having reached the rank of sergeant, the airport guard has developed a manner of authority revealed in his harsh barking of orders. He nervously thumbs his rifle, and I wonder why he doesn't use a handgun instead of a rifle. I figure he wants to intimidate people, as if his scowling face and angry voice don't do the job. I find myself perplexed as to why I'm about to be victimized. The scene reminds me of something out of a World War II movie. Apparently I'm playing the role of a prisoner being marched to a concentration camp. My initial reaction is to yell back, to tell the short guard to bug off, but giving him a fast punch in the nose. The only thing that holds me back is my ministerial title and possibility of the rifle. My parents had picked up the sweet Spanish phrase, que pasa, from Puerto Rico, when my dad worked for a waterworks company in San Juan, Puerto Rico. I was 2 years old when they moved back to the United States. My brother and I forgot most of the language except the phrase que pasa. Our parents kept using que pasa when they felt discipline was needed, and they said it harshly, like the airport guard, que pasa, which means literally, what passes with you, or what's the matter with you. Evidently, it was negatively embedded in my subconscious, along with an idea that there was definitely something wrong with me. That led my years of psychological and spiritual seeking to dispel that belief in the first 50 years of my life. My name is Donovan Wales. I'm a mild-mannered, peaceful patron, a person who has studied scripture, self-help books, and the ministry. I'm a former disc jockey. If you ask someone who knows me if I would ever yell at a security guard at the airport, they'd answer, Dr. Donovan? No way. But the stark truth is that I have a dislike, biting impulse to grab that power-hungry guard by his fat neck and shove his face in his burrito that he holds in his right hand. I say, under my breath, here I am, searching for spiritual gold, and what do I get? Practically searched by a pot-bellied, third-world, power-hungry bird brain. How do I explain my anger, my angry reaction, besides getting defensive about my childhood, a belief in having something wrong with me? I'm hungry, with only skimpy snacks served on the 4-hour flight from Los Angeles. I guess I'm ready to attend anyone who gets between me and my dinner. With my spiritual training, I have learned to block the confession of anger and negative emotions immediately after they have triggered. So I remain focused on the business at hand, which is to get through the Mexico City Airport terminal calmly, without having customs, passport, or ticketing issues. But for some odd reason, just the designation terminal ignites an automatic reaction in myself. If this is the beginning of the end, then I wonder about that. I also realize my large size may have intimidated Gonzalez. The straw cowboy hat I'm wearing makes me appear even larger than 6'1". It must have triggered the short guard's defense mechanism too. Usually, years of spiritual introspection help me deal with outer world challenges. Even relanguaging from problems to challenges spontaneously transforms difficulties. I have learned to live in the now, and subsequently I quickly move on, summoning a taxi for our party of 3 people, my wife, Violet, and our best friend, Carlos. He had been one of my students who advanced himself through the ranks of congregant, member of the board of trustees, through the ranks of spiritual practitioner, and finally assistant minister, with Reverend Violet and me present. Carlos understands my angst with the phrase "que pasa," because I told him the use of my parents made of the phrase. Having grown up in Colombia, he liked "que pasa," thinking of it more as "what's up?" "Over here," Violet orders as she grabs my elbow and almost shoves me in the right direction. My size has never intimidated her, even though she is only 5'3". She had been raised to stand up to others, beginning with her 6 sisters and brother. Violet wears her raven-colored hair long, pulled back at the nape of her neck, and she is proud of her Native American heritage, of the Tlingit tribe, Raven Clan, out of southeast Alaska. It's pronounced Tlingit. So she's proud of being from southeast Alaska, and she's also a Screen Actor Guild person. She's an Actors Equity person, and she serves at my church as a singer and a co-minister and author on her time off. She has an attractive skin, attractive slim waist, partially thanks to practicing yoga regularly. She interests people upon meeting them when her genuine, broad smile and sparkling personality. We had married right after my wife of 30 years made her transition, which is our way of saying she died, as we call death, making a transition in life. I think of Violet as my raven-haired, beauty. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, Don.
Yeah.